Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Drew with Let's Talk Something, and today I'm going to be doing an update on what's going on here in New York. Everything is just spinning out of control with this outbreak, and I just want to I'll give people who don't even watch the news, and some people that's not even watching the news. They're just getting their stories from what they're seeing on YouTube or from word of mouth. And that's why I continue to do this, even though I know YouTube is suppressing content like mine, especially that has to do with this outbreak. Now I'm going to read an article here from the New York Times. Bars and restaurants are still attracting crowds, alarming some elected officials as the number of cases in New York State tops 700. City Council members, as well as Scott Stringer, the city controller, have begun calling for Governor Andrew Cuomo and Mayor Bill de Blasio to order the closure of restaurants and bars. All non-essential services must be closed, including bars and restaurants. Corey Johnson, the city council speaker, said in a statement, "We should keep essentials like grocery stores, bodegas, pharmacies, and banks open. And restaurants that can make deliveries should be able to stay open to provide delivery service for New Yorkers." Now, I completely agree with this because I've been hearing about this, about bars for days now, that bars and some restaurants, some not all, but some bars and restaurants are still having crowds inside of it, which is kind of alarming. A lot of people want to go ahead and sit in a social environment knowing what it is, but that speaks to some people are not worried and not bothered by this thing at all. They're just going about their daily lives as if nothing is even happening. Isn't that what you want? You keep telling people to stay calm and panic, but I understand they also want people to be worried as well as stay calm. And some people, there are those people who can't do both, worry and be calm at the same time. You have people who either they worry or they stay calm, and this is something that we're seeing here. There's people who are panicking, shopping, buying out everything in the stores, and there are people who are just like myself, just, hey, what the hell? Governor Andrew Cuomo said Sunday that public schools in New York City, which has more than 1.1 million students, the largest in the nation, should shut down, but not without a plan to make sure students still receive meals and those with parents in the healthcare industry can continue to work. Also, agree with it. Now, some of you may look at this and say, well, you're shutting the school down, but you want us to put our kids in healthcare so a lot of us can continue to, not healthcare, in daycare, so a lot of us can continue to work. But it kind of makes sense if you're looking at it compared versus a daycare versus a full-blown school, which has hundreds of students in one building. You know, it's different from a daycare, which don't have as many many students as a school would have. So and I don't know why I say students, but as many kids for them to take care of as a school compared to a school. School, like I said, schools have hundreds of students. Daycare, maybe a large daycare might have 100 kids, but how many of those do you actually see? I mean, my son, early pre-K, had about 100 kids. But that's because they have the pre-K section, and then they have the nursery section. You have different nursery rooms, and not that many kids are in each classroom. So I could understand, and he wants that the people in healthcare to be able to continue to work. So I what he's trying to do there and what he's calling for is I actually agree with that. Now I'm going to read an article from the New York Post. New York officials have effectively stopped trying to trace outbreak cases, saying everyone should assume they already come in contact with the potential deadly outbreak. Um, you know, I don't know what to think about this one. Maybe it's fair to think so because you don't know who has it. You don't know who has it. This thing is spreading so rapidly. Maybe we should all just assume that we already came in contact and we should just all be indoors. Maybe that should be happening. I don't know. I don't know really how I feel about this. Maybe you can let me know. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this. Um, about the restaurants remaining open, like I said before, yes, they should be a lot of those should be closed, and only the ones that can deliver food, and the pharmacies and the banks, because we would need the money to pay, because a lot of these stores don't, even in 2020, which is surprising, don't take cards. The chicken spot over here, they do deliveries and stuff, but you can also go and pick your food up or go order and pay right there. They just said just last week that they were told by their boss or the owner, whoever he is, I don't know, not to take cards anymore, which is weird. Like in 2020, you're going backwards. You were taking cards for years, or in 2020, you decide you're not going to take cards anymore. That's just weird to me. But all your questions and anything you have to say is gladly appreciated. Like I said, leave your comments down below. I will have links to my previous videos, and I will see you guys when I have more news. I will be reporting them as they come in, or as the best of my abilities. As you all know, I have kids, and sometimes it's hard to do to be in front of this camera all the time. So I'll do the best I can. I've been trying to do a story on Guyana, but every time I'm about to do that one, more updates coming about New York, and I end up having to do a video on that. So I'll be actually shooting that video, probably releasing it sometime today, right after this video, maybe minutes after this one. Until next time, this is Drew with Let's Talk Something. See you guys.